Hi, you guys, and happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of you. Today, I have a special guest by the name of ROSHA TYUS. She is an entrepreneur, wife, and mother. ROSHA, you ready to get started?
I am.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, first and foremost. And I do want to say happy Valentine's Day to you, and you look beautiful.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, ROSHA. So, what inspired you, ROSHA, to become an event coordinator?
The things that inspired me was basically my family. I started out doing a birthday party for my grandmother, and then I did my mom and dad vow renewal. And I just took off from there because I kind of made it my own, and I
Okay.
got excited, and it went from there. And family started to ask me to do things. Then after that, other people did as well.
Okay, that's good. So, if it's my first time coming to you and I say, ROSHA, I'm planning this event, are you going to just ask me for a theme or do you come up with the theme?
I like for my clients to have their own theme, because I don't want to be in charge of your thoughts and idea. But once you give me your theme, then I can run crazy with the ideas.
Okay. All right, perfect. And also, do you prefer like real or fake flowers and why?
I prefer both based on the client's needs because real flowers are very expensive.
Okay.
Of course, the silk flowers, they are easier to maintain. You can do them 2 or 3 days before or even a week before, in advance. But fresh flowers, you have to do them either the day of or the day before.
Okay, so when you say you have to do them, like, what type of work do you have to do with the flowers or roses?
You have to prep them. You have to cut the stems. You have to soak the foam. That's a lot.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, that's the behind the scenes that we didn't know. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was just thinking you just get the roses and just put them out there, so you actually have to cut them and do all the good stuff.
Yep.
Okay, what is the average cost of a wedding for those that are actually planning a wedding?
For a decent wedding, a decent small wedding, I would say prepare yourself to at least spend at least 15,000. That's on decor
Really?
alone.
Really? 15,000, you all. That is the minimum.
Yep,
Really?
it is.
I
And
had
our
no
wedding,
idea.
they add up. 15,000 on decor alone. That's including the floors for something small, basically 100 people or less. That's not including the cost of a venue, and then your caterer, and then your photographer, videographer.
Right. So you really have to save up to plan a wedding.
You do.
And if someone comes to you and they say they're on a budget, like what are some key things that they need to have for the wedding?
The key things you cost cut down your guest amount,
Okay.
and you'll look for a smaller venue, and of course that'll lessen the amount of people that we will have to set up for us decor wise. But it's cutting costs, it's cutting your guest amount.
Wow. So basically, the ones that are close to you.
Right.
Okay. And also, Rasha, when people come to you, because I've always wondered this, if a couple comes, do you feel like genuine love in the air when they're coming to you?
I do. Weddings excite me.
Okay.
They really do. I love weddings. I love baby showers. But when a bride comes to me, they're already excited. Of course, you're excited because he's popped the question, and when the planning starts, their mind is all over the place, and they're excited, and it makes me even happier for them.
Really? That's good.
It does.
So you said weddings and baby showers are your favorite. So what are some different color schemes for each season?
Well, for spring, you go with basically the pastel colors, of course. The canary yellows, white, lilacs. Summer, you can go with basically reds, greens, mint greens, pinks. Then, of course, with the winter, I would say basically red, white, yellow, gold. Then, of course, you have autumn. I know I skipped over that, which would be fall. Basically, your burnt oranges,
Okay.
browns.
Okay. So if someone has booked you for their event and they actually walk off or throw away a glass or anything like that, do you charge them for those items that accidentally got thrown away?
I do not. I do not. Sometimes at the end of the night, I am so busy. I do not know if they have thrown away a charge plate or a glass or not. But no, if I did, I wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't.
You been charged? Okay, well
would
that's
not.
good. I guess they were glad to hear that. And how many events do you do like in a year's time?
I think once last year I counted up my events. I may have did over 300.
Really?
I have.
There's a lot of events, and that's including
Yeah.
what weddings, baby showers,
That's
parties.
that's weddings, baby showers, going away, doing parties. I also have my own venue, so the venue is booked basically just about every weekend. So I add all that in there. But It's a lot, along with rentals, because we do rentals as well. So we're out all the time.
So you're booked and busy.
We are. Me and my husband, we are.
Rasha, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So tell us about your event space that you have and what all type of events they can have there.
My event space is located in Griffin, Georgia. You can have birthday parties, baby showers. I have churches to rent it for entertainment, the things that they want to do for their gatherings or something like that. But any type of event that you want to have, you can have it there. We sit up to 50 guests, and you have the option to get the venue get the venue decorated, or you can get it not decorated, and another event planner can come in and decorate.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay. And then what about as far as like another part about budgeting with clients? Do you set up payment arrangements with them
I do.
where they can pay along the way?
I do. In order to book my company, you have to pay a deposit. The deposit is non-refundable. It goes toward the balance. Basically, for big events, I like for at least half of your payments to be paid 1 year before your event,
Okay.
and the remaining balance due 30 days before. I don't set you up on a payment plan. You pay as you want to go, as long as your balance is paid in full 30 days before, and also as long as half is paid 1 year before.
Okay. So when the clients walk into the venue, what do you want them to feel as they enter Rasha's, event space?
I want them to feel like it is so beautiful, and I also want them to feel like they got their money's worth.
Right.
I don't want them to feel like they paid and then get what they paid for.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good. And also, do you see many men like participating in the planning as the women, or it's just all the woman?
It's mostly all women.
Really?
I mean, the men, we as women, we want the men there for the support, and we actually want them to have opinions. And a lot of times when brides come and they have their fiance with them, they don't say anything because I think they know at the end of the day it's what she wants.
Right.
It's going to be what she wants.
Okay, that is good, Rasha. And also, what are your thoughts about as far as like your guests asking your clients asking their guests to wear a particular color to their event? What do you feel about that?
I feel like it's pretty much left up to that person, and it all depends on the color. Sometimes with color schemes, black, you can find black anywhere, and also depending on that, I think size matters as well. A lot of times, it's easier for a smaller person to find a certain color than it is of a plus size person. So it all depends. Black is a very easy color. White is an easy color, but when you step outside of those boundaries, it's kind of hard depending on the size of a person.
Gotcha. Okay, I think it does look good for like pictures and stuff. Everything just so coordinated.
It does.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are some advice that you can give people that are planning like a birthday party, baby shower, or a wedding?
The advice that I have to give them is to save. It costs. It costs. Save your money.
Okay.
Prepare and plan ahead. Don't do it last minute.
Do you ever run into anyone that has not properly planned and that are like surprised, like, oh my God?
I have. They are surprised about the budget. About well, I didn't know it would cost this much, but it does, and I think that's the main thing that hits a person.
Right.
And then it could be a factor in them canceling their event. Well, I guess I better wait.
Right.
Because things do cost once everything starts to add up.
That's true. And what are some of the do's and the don'ts that we do not know about with event planning?
Some of the do's and the don'ts. The do's, just basically you have to be prepared for a lot of last minute hiccups.
Okay.
With me in event planning, do not step into the space of us while we are planning our event, while we're decorating your event. And that's something that I do hate. A client does not, if we're not done yet, it's hard when you walk in and you don't see the finished product.
Gotcha.
And then you start to ask, where is this? You have to give us a chance to get done. So that was my do's and don'ts. I don't like for people not involved with me, working with me, to step into my event when I'm not done with it.
That's understandable because you want them to have that wow moment when they walk into the venue.
Right.
Okay. Well, Rasha, you have been a great guest on today. Thank you so much for shedding light on what it takes to actually plan an event. So thank you so much. And was there anything else that you wanted to add on before we go?
You can follow me on Facebook at 16 Candles. And I look forward to talking with any and everyone who has any questions concerning our event center, our rental company, and our event planning.
Thank you so much for joining me on a date with Ashley D. Happy Valentine's Day. And you can reach me on all platforms, Ashley D Speaks. Happy Valentine's Day, you guys.